Echoes in the concrete. Chapter 1. It was 6:47 a.m. and the sun was already flirting with the windows of Craig's third-floor apartment in Brooklyn. The sounds of the city had begun their relentless chorus, garbage trucks growling, someone yelling in Spanish down the street, and a siren wailing its way into the distance. The smell of pepper stew awkwardly mixed with the cinnamon scent of a neighbor's morning bagel. Inside the medium but well-loved apartment on Church Avenue, already wearing her signature outfit in print, our gaily slightly tilted, was instructing Alexa to play Ebenezer while slicing onions for her Ignosis. It's food prep day. Alexa, play Miliki Express. And don't misbehave this morning, eh? Alexa responded with robotic cheerfulness. The music flooded the kitchen, and within seconds, Mama Craig was humming along, hips swaying as if still in her grandmother's village compound in Ibadan. Meanwhile, her daughter, 14-year-old Amy, sat at the dining table, glaring at her phone. Mom, can you know? This is so loud. I have an epic quiz first period. You don't want to start your day with good music. That's your problem. You children of nowadays. No roots, no rhythm. Mama Craig replied, not missing the beat. Temi rolled her eyes and took a bite of toast slathered with peanut butter. Her own rebellion against the traditional breakfast of any other meal outside of cereals or bread family. Her younger brother Joshua, aged 9, sat cross-legged on the couch in his Spider-Man pajamas, building a Lego fortress while mouthing Yoruba phrases he'd recently heard from Nollywood films. He sat cross-legged on the couch as his Lego fortress took shape on the coffee table. Sunlight streaked across his bricks like it was blessing his mission. Then, without warning, he puffed out his chest and shouted, Moti pari ile oba ni mi. From the kitchen, Mama Craig paused mid-tray, knife hovering over half a sliced onion. She peeks towards the living room, amused. Joshua, Kílódé pari palace nínú sitting room mi? He grinned, unfazed. It's not your living room today, it's Ibadan Kingdom. She shook her head, smiling, the scent of egusi and onions dancing with the old rhythms of Ebenezer Obey. Only one child in this house can build a palace before 7 a.m. Their father, Papa Craig, emerged from the bedroom, tie crooked and glasses slanted, muttering about the MTA delays again. No train in this blasted city runs on time. In Nigeria, at least, when there is no light, you know there's no light. Here, you wait with hope, only to be punished. Mama Craig smirked. Oga, this is the land of opportunity. You better carry your wallet to work on time. He grumbled and kissed her cheek before glancing towards Timmy. Good luck on your creed. And remember, you are not just studying for yourself. You are studying for your village. Timmy blinked. Which village, Daddy? We live in Brooklyn. Chapter 2. At PS 191, Temi straddled towards like an acrobat with fraying rope. Her friends were a mosaic of cultures: Dominican, Haitian, Ghanaian, Pakistani. In the cafeteria, she unpacked her lunch, trying to discreetly remove the foil that held Mama Craig's signature jollof rice and fried goat meat. The moment the scent hit the air, Lex turned. Yo, what's the smell? One of the white boys at the next table, her nose scrunched. Temi's friend Kihara jumped in. Smells good, dummy. That's flavor. Temi forced a tight smile and stabbed at her eye, pretending not to notice the stare. God, your mom threw it down. Kiara whispered across the table, tossing her curls. This smells like food. I should have treated you for this nonsense sandwich. Temi let out a quiet laugh, but her fingers still hovered near the floor like it might swallow her whole. She could feel the burn of embarrassment. Her mom still refused to pack normal school lunches. No turkey sandwiches, no juice boxes, no Lunchables. Later, between classes, she texted her mom, next time, can you pack me a regular lunch, please? Something quiet. 3 dots danced on the screen, and her mom replied, so you want food that starves your spirit but blends in, my dear? You carry flavor, never hide it. After school, in the Craig family apartment, the door clicked shut behind Temi, her backpack lumping on the hardwood with a thud that echoed more than it should have. The apartment smelled like palm oil and thyme. The egusi was long done, portioned and stacked in Tupperware across the counter like little care packages of love. Alexa was silent now, placed by the occasional hum of traffic through the window. She kicked off her sneakers and wandered into the kitchen, fingers brushing the foil-wrapped containers. Welcome, Mama Craig said, without turning, her hands elbow deep in soapy dishwater. Did you hit your lunch? Temi hesitated. Yeah. I'd be surprised, her mother replied gently. Temi didn't argue. Instead, she reached for her container, cracked it open and took a bite cold. Her mother didn't say a word, just watched her, a quiet smile tugging at her mouth. Tomorrow, Mama Craig said, I will have puff-puff. Temi nodded and whispered, thanks. That night, she stood in the kitchen, arms crossed. Why can't I just have school lunch like everyone else? Mama Craig paused, her hands deep in a bowl of cassava dough. Because you are not like everyone else. You are a Craig. Your ancestors are watching. Temi's voice cracked. I didn't ask for ancestors? I asked for a ham sandwich, Mom. That was a long silence. Mama Craig sighed. You may not want them, but they want you. They built your bones. If you don't carry them, who will? The silence that followed was thick enough to spread on bread. Temi's hands stayed crossed. Her jaws clenched tight. Mama Craig didn't look up from the door. She kneaded slowly, rhythmically, as if the ancestors' dimensions were whispering to her through the grain. Temi finally muttered, "It's just lunch." Mama Craig looked up. Her eyes were soft but firm like wet clay ready to be shaped. It's never just lunch, Temi. It's a name, a story, a song. It's your grandmother roasting peppers by hand. It's your grandfather planting yam. It is back bent like a question mark. Temi blinked back tears and her voice came smaller this time. And what if I don't want to be a story? Mama Craig wiped her hands on the towel and stepped closer. Then write your own, but don't forget the ink you came from. Chapter 3. The neighborhood was buzzing with preparations for the West Indian Day Parade. Joshua was excited as always. He had been practicing his bata drum routine all week with the Caribbean youth troop. Papa Craig had been roped into organizing the Nigerian community float. Mama Craig was sewing green and white costumes for the kids while Temi sobbed and texted her friends. Temi watched Mama Craig pin green fabric onto a half-finished costume on the living room floor, hoping to Ebenezer will be yet again. The sewing machine whirled between pulses as Mama Craig adjusted stitches. Joshua ran through the hall with barefoot, drumming an imaginary rhythm in the hair. "Temi, hear this song, back, 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 back," he shouted. "Joshua, my ears, I beg," she groaned, not looking up from her phone. Mama Craig held up the gele, a swirl of green and shimmering silver. "This one will frame your face beautifully, like your grandmother's on her wedding day." Temi squinted. "It's so big, like, am I going to launch into space?" Mama Craig then flamed. "Maybe that's not a bad thing. Our culture should take up space." Temi stared at her screen. Home still. A reflection glittered faintly in it. She didn't respond. She didn't want to wear the gele her mom had chosen. It was too loud, too African, too much. Temi, this is Ashoebi. Do you know what that means? It means we are together in this. Temi glared. "But I don't feel together with any of this." No. And then it was time for the parade. It was chaos and color and joy until it wasn't. Temi had just stepped aside to text when a group of older girls from another school approached her. "You from the African float?" one asked, eyes cold. Before she could answer, another pushed her lightly. "Say something with your Ankara self. What do you think? You better than us with your accent? Say something with your Ankara self." That moment hung in the air, thick with tension and the distant beat of drums. Temi froze, fingers still on her phone screen, heart pounding louder than the parade music. Her gele, proudly tied earlier by her mom, now felt like a spotlight. The girls closed in, not with face, but with mocking grin sharpened by insecurity. One of them chuckled again. "Where your mother buy that fabric?" Depot? Laughter, cruel, contagious. Temi swallowed hard. The sting wasn't just from the words, it was from the shame creeping in, trying to swallow her pride whole. Behind her, the sounds of Joshua's drum troop echoed, joyful, oblivious. She tightened her grip on her phone, blinking back tears. She didn't know whether to run or to roll. She's frozen. She didn't even have an accent. But before the insults got worse, her brother Joshua stormed in, holding the drumstick like a sword. "She's not alone!" he shouted, puffing his chest. As scuffle started, it ended quickly. Parents intervened, but the memories stayed on. That night, Papa Craig sat both kids down, after all the excitement of the day had worn out. Sometimes your difference will be your weapon. Sometimes it will be your wound, but never let it be your shame.